I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC does appeal. We're very confident that any appeal would withstand a challenge by the SEC. So again, if I were advising the SEC, not as Ripple's chief legal officer, but as a lawyer who's been doing this for a long time.
Ultimately, my goal when it comes to crypto regulation is this. I want to bring members on both sides of the aisle here in the Senate together, create momentum so we can pass sensible legislation that helps the United States.
Committee, what are you doing with crypto? And I said, well, it's commodities, and we want to make sure that we are providing the structure.
And the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks,
more illegal drop boxes, more mail-in ballots, and trillions of dollars in payoffs to their political allies heading into the 2024 election. Does that sound familiar?
That XRP is not a security. So therefore, I'm not surprised by Judge Torres's ruling. I think it's sound.
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likies, stuffing some baggies. All of the charts are lining up for something epic. Bullrun is still on post BTC halving. I hope you got those bags packed, locked, and loaded. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.11 trillion, down about 4.3% in the past 24. We got XRP in that number 7 spot in the mid 50s, currently 55 cents. We got Stellar XLM in the number 27 spot, currently right around 9.5 cents. We got BTC 57,000 ETH, right around 25 hundo. Flare Networks right around a penny and a half. We got XDC right around 0.026. Axelar 51 cents. Stronghold 003. Songbird 006. The How right around 3.5 cents. Evernote right around 8 cents. Taking a look at the altcoin season index. It's Bitcoin season still, currently at a 22. Need to be above a 75 for it to be a full-blown altcoin season. One from Bitcoin Magazine to pop things off. Justin, SEC approves the first leverage long micro strategy ETF. And we got Cowboy and crypto. I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC does appeal to Alderati, but I'll say a couple things.
I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC does appeal, but I'll say a couple of things. Number one, and I think this is important for folks to appreciate and understand, XRP's status as not a security and the secondary market trading of XRP as not security transactions, that is the law of the land, and that does not change even if the SEC appeals.
Subject views, more from Stu Alderati.
I would also ask people to focus on if they appeal, and again, I hope they don't, and if they're a rational actor, they shouldn't, but they're not rational. Statistically, the Court of Appeals, specifically the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, where this case will go, reverses lower courts less than 10% of the time. And given Judge Torres's careful and thoughtful treatment of all of the issues in this case, we're very confident that any appeal would withstand a challenge by the SEC. So again, if I were advising the SEC, not as Ripple's chief legal officer, but as a lawyer who's been doing this for a long time, I would recommend that they do not appeal. This case was an overreach from the outset. They've got a terrible record. I would say, look, SEC, go back to your core mission of protecting investors in the market and stop focusing on cases where there were no harm to investors and there was no harm to the market other than the harm that you visited by actually filing the suit.
We got Emio Shikawa, Brad Garland House, David Schwartz, Monica Long. Will be participating in the upcoming XRP community event, which is free to be held in Tokyo, September 6th. Click here to register. XRP drops Senator Majority Leader Senator Schumer. We all believe in the future of crypto.
support Vice President Kamala Harris to be our next president, and we all believe in the future of crypto, as Mark outlined. I believe in my bones that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will win this election. They'll lead Democrats to the majority, will keep the majority in the Senate, we'll get the majority in the House, and then there ain't nothing stopping us. Now, being here with you today is very important, and that's why I made time on my schedule here. Crypto's been around, of course, for over a decade. It's grown more influential than anyone could have anticipated years ago. Each and every day, as Mark said, it's not an elite thing. An estimated 20% of Americans use these assets, and this will only grow in size and scale. I believe that Congress has a responsibility to provide common sense and sound regulation on crypto, and we need your support to make sure that any proposal is bipartisan. That's the only way we get things done. Ultimately, my goal when it comes to crypto regulation is this. I want to bring members on both sides of the aisle here in the Senate together, create momentum so we can pass sensible legislation that helps the United States maintain its status as the most innovative country in the world. My goal is to get something passed out of the Senate and into law by the end of the year, and I believe we can make that happen. I think we should strike a balance for crypto between promoting innovation and providing common sense guardrails.
The crypto race continues. Radar hits Justin. Warren Buffett just updated his portfolio. Buffett now holds $277 billion in cash and selling stocks like never before, including Apple. He's getting ready for a crash. We got Crypto Eddie. While Ripple RLUSD will not be initially available on Solana's blockchain, all other major stablecoins are available on it. Ripple may see Solana as a key choice when it comes to rolling out stablecoin further. A behind-the-wall intelligence research report how Ripple's stablecoin compares to competitors, key features of the major US dollar peg stablecoins. It's about to get real. We got subject views. Could XRP be classified as a commodity?
And we are working very closely together through my Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry Committee on the CFTC, the commodity pieces of this, and doing as much as we can in the commodity space. And lots of folks say to me, well, you chair the Ag Committee, what are you doing with crypto? And I said, well, it's commodities. And we want to make sure that we are providing the structure that both protects consumers, but also allows this innovation to really flourish. And so,
Mr. Man XRP, the pandemic is prime ready. Monkeypox is coming to a location near you. Will this be the black swan to usher in crypto as the digital rails?
Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of Mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
Wing lunatics are trying very hard to bring back COVID lockdowns and mandates with all of their sudden fear-mongering about the new variants that are coming. Gee whiz, you know what else is coming? An election. They want to restart the COVID hysteria so they can justify more lockdowns, more censorship, more illegal drop boxes, more mail-in ballots, and trillions of dollars in payoffs to their political allies heading into the 2024 election. Does that sound familiar? These are bad people. These are sick people we're dealing with. But to every COVID tyrant who wants to take away our freedom, hear these words: we will not comply. So don't even think about it. We will not shut down our schools. We will not accept your lockdowns. We will not abide by your mask mandates. And we will not tolerate your vaccine mandates. They rigged the 2020 election, and now they're trying to do the same thing all over again by rigging the most important election in the history of our country, the 2024 election, even if it means trying to bring back COVID. But they will fail because we will not let it happen. When I'm back in the White House, I will use every available authority to cut federal funding to any school, college, airline, or public transportation system that imposes a mask mandate or a vaccine mandate. Thank you very much.
We got Faymore. SEC is demonstrating that they can't win this battle. Logic prevailed with Judge Torres' ruling.
I penned an op-ed in the International Financial Law Review, not an op-ed, an analysis. This is before the SEC litigation against Ripple and XRP. I penned an analysis analyzing XRP using a lot of the criteria that we used at the CFTC when I was chairman to analyze Bitcoin, to analyze Ethereum, to determine that they were not securities, and bringing that same analysis to bear, looking at the Howey test, took the view in that article that XRP was not a security subject to SEC jurisdiction and oversight. Now, that was before they commenced their litigation, which came 6 months later. And so then that litigation, which we all followed, it's made its way through the courts, and we had that opinion by Judge Torres. Not long after that opinion, about a year ago, maybe a little less, maybe about 9 months ago, I penned a second piece in the International Financial Law Review, reviewing her opinion against our writing 4 years before. In fact, her opinion pretty much tracks the logic that we applied, that XRP is not a security. So therefore, I'm not surprised by Judge Torres' ruling. I think it's sound. I think it's going to be upheld. I think the SEC is increasingly demonstrating that they're not going to win this battle, and they may be moving on to easier targets.
XRP Cafe, SBI, and XRP Cafe are joining forces. We're proud to announce this strategic partnership with SBI DC to utilize the XRP ledger with our services. Together, we aim to connect businesses, creators, and users in Japan with the XRP ledger. We got Uphold new listing alert. Velo is now live on Uphold. Velo Protocol's credit exchange network designed for efficient and secure digital credit issuance and borderless asset transfer.
Hey Upholders, we're pleased to announce the listing of Velo, the main utility token of Velo Protocol. Developed by Velo Labs, Velo Protocol aims to create a federated credit exchange network. The protocol allows for the issuance of digital credits and powers value transfers for businesses. The Velo token plays a crucial role within the Velo ecosystem, serving as collateral, allowing access to activations and use for asset transfers. Join us in welcoming Velo Protocol and Velo to the Uphold family, available now for trading.
We got Kinetic Markets. Shout out to Scepter LS, Steer Protocol, SparkDex AI. Kinetic is working with these and many other partners on Flare networks to help bolster liquidity and enable the rapid expansion of DeFi on Flare. We got Dan Rocky. Flare Networks is now in the top 3 in terms of TVL growth over 7 days. And trust me, this is only the tiny beginning. We're almost there. We got one from Mustache Bitcoin. This is the bull market line that nobody is talking about. It has been very important since the first cycle. The cycle looks so much like 2017. I'm slowly recognizing the pattern. Rising fast, rising healthy, rising fast, rising healthy. And we got My Little Crypto Association, #1 altcoin to the bag before the altcoin season 2024. XRP finishing up the ABDCE structure forming from 2017. This is a bullish contracting triangle, followed to get price targets when it breaks out. Titan of crypto, Bitcoin above 66K by September. Historically, the 4th month after the halving has always been bullish for BTC. Closing above the halving price. If this pattern repeats, September could be a bullish month above 66K. Mustache altcoins are on the trend line that has been in place for 5 years and are also at the bottom of the KC channel. This has happened 3 times so far, and each time the market has risen rapidly in the following months. An opportunity that only arises every few years. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP risk list, where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed?
Big bag.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. We're gonna be driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All the labors.
Crypto be our passion. Cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we hold on till we blasting. It's universal law.